Good morning, Nutriclub. My name is Kelly Linder. I am a certified Reiki practitioner and yoga teacher. Thank you for joining me today for this sunrise yoga flow. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and begin in mountain pose at the top of our mat. From here, firmly pressing our heels, the balls of our feet, and our pinky toes into the ground for Pada Bandha. Centering ourselves, taking a few inhales and exhales here. Dropping our chin to our chest, moving one ear over to one shoulder for a side stretch on our neck. Rolling our ear to the other shoulder, staying here for a moment. Taking a few of these neck rolls, going back and forth. Staying connected with the breath here. Centering ourselves before we begin our practice. Beautiful. From here, our gaze will move over one shoulder. Deep breaths here. Awesome. Moving our gaze over the other shoulder. Feeling this neck stretch, waking up our spine. Awesome. Circle sweeping our hands up high to the sky, hinging at the waist for a forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, hands to shin, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. From here, stepping our feet back into downward facing dog. Lifting those hips high up to the sky. Now shifting your weight forward into plank for Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Stepping our feet to our hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Circle sweep our hands up high to the sky, bringing our hands down to heart center. Amazing. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arm circle sweep up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, moving through this sun salutation. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Shifting your weight forward for plank. Exhale, yogi push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, lifting our right leg high to the sky, moving it forward, and replacing our right foot with our right hand. Dropping that back knee, moving into Anjaneyasana. Beautiful, a great hip opener here. Go ahead and cactus out the arms if that's in your practice for today. And let's shift our weight back for a half split. Find your moving meditation here. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, moving back into that half split runner's lunge. Beautiful. Couple more times here. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split. From here, tucking those back toes, lifting up into a high crescent lunge. We are on the toes here. Find your balance here. Dropping that right arm, taking a twist. Beautiful. Breathing deep in these twists. These are great cleanses. Inhale, bring your arms up, back to center. Exhale, frame out that front foot. Go ahead and move through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, raise that left foot high to the sky, replacing that left hand with that left foot. Rise up for Anjaneyasana. Cactus the arms here if it's in your practice, opening up that shoulder and the heart. Beautiful. Shifting your weight back into a half split. Once again, finding your moving meditation here, staying connected with the breath. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, half split. Let's move through this 2 more times together. Inhale forward. One last time, exhale back. Beautiful. From here, shift your weight forward, tuck those back toes, rise up for a high crescent lunge. Our back heel is up off the mat, making sure to stay connected to yourself and your breath. Drop that left arm so that we are able to open up for a twist. Find your balance here. On your inhale, circle, sweep your arms back up. Frame out that front foot. Front foot goes back. Move through your Chaturanga Dandasana, keeping your elbows at a 90-degree when you move down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your knees down onto the mat and shift your hips back onto your heels for a child's pose. Now that we've invited some heat into the body, our heart rate might be a little bit high here. Drop your forehead down to the mat and maybe roll your head side to side. Beautiful. Shifting back into a tabletop position, pushing those hips up high for a downward facing dog. Lift that right leg into the sky. Bring it in between the hands. Drop that back heel. Rise up. Warrior 1. On your exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale, go ahead and reverse your warrior. Think of going up instead of back to protect the lower back here. Exhale, side angle. Your hand moves down the inside of the knee. Either your hand is vertical here or you can move it overhead for your line of energy from your hand to your foot. Moving back into Warrior 2, then framing out that front foot, shifting back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do it on the left side. Left leg rises high to the sky, moving it forward in between our hands. Drop that back heel. Rise up. Warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, shift your weight into Warrior 2 here. Beautiful. On your inhale, reverse your warrior. Same thing. Think of moving up instead of backwards. We want to keep that lower back protected. Hand moves on the inside of the knee, side angle. Your choice here for where you would like your arm placement to be. Settle back and down into your Warrior 2. Frame out that front foot. Front left foot goes back. Take a vinyasa. Inhale, option for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's move through this vinyasa together a couple more times. Right leg moves up. Bring it forward. Rise up. On an inhale, Warrior 1. Exhale, Warrior 2. Shift that back toe. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, Warrior 2. Exhale, frame out that front foot. Leg goes back. Move through your vinyasa here. Meeting in a downward facing dog. Left leg moves high to the sky. Bring it forward in between your hands. Drop that back heel. Inhale, Warrior 1. Exhale, shift your weight for Warrior 2. On your next inhale, reverse your warrior. Hand moves up to the sky. Gaze follows. Exhale, move that arm on the inside of the knee for your side angle. Beautiful. Settle into your Warrior 2. Frame out that front foot. Take your vinyasa here. You always have an option to omit your vinyasa if it's not in your practice. We can always meet in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's move through this on the right side. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Finding your moving meditation here. Inhale, hand flips. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, settle back into your warrior two. Exhale, hands frame out that front foot. Leg goes back. Option to keep that right foot afloat or to drop it down into your plank position. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg rises this time, bringing it forward in between the hands. Rise up on an inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, hand flips, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hand moves down on the inside of the knee for your side angle. Beautiful. Warrior two before you're able to move through your vinyasa. Once again, option to keep that back leg afloat or not. This is your own practice today, yogis. Stepping our feet to the front of our mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Circle sweep our hands up, rising with the flat back, hinging at the hips. Hands come down to heart center. From here, moving our left hand out to our side, tucking our back left heel into our glute. Our hand comes into the inside of our foot. Right hand rises to the sky. Shift your weight forward for a dancing pose. Beautiful. Focus on your drishti here, your focus point. On an inhale, you can bring your weight back up. Slowly release that foot. Hand comes down to our side. Right hand this time extends out to the side. Tuck that back right heel into the glute. Hand moves to the inside of our foot here. Left arm rises up. Shift your weight forward for a dancing position. Focus on a point that's not moving here. And an inhale will bring you back up. Slowly release that foot. Hand comes down to our side. From here, moving into our tree position. Options here. Our left foot can either stay connected to the ankle, on our shin, or tucked into that hip crease. Make sure to protect the knee. You are not putting your weight on your knee here. Arms can be extended high to the sky. Maybe they're staying on your waist. This is yogi's choice here. Beautiful. Circle sweep our hands up to the sky. Now we are moving into tree on this other position. Same thing, making sure that we are not pushing our weight onto our knees here. Protect our knees and find your balance. Beautiful. Your arms can move however you would like in this tree position. And on your exhale, bring you back down into mountain pose. Beginning at the top of our mat, take a slight step back with our right foot. Hands come to our hips, bending at the hips, hinging here with the flat back. Once you've had enough, you also have the option to round through the back, framing out that front foot for our pyramid pose. This is a great hip opener here as well. You should also be feeling a deep stretch in the hamstrings. Once you've had enough here, hands come to our waist with a flat back will bring us back up to our pyramid. Awesome. Step back to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold to reset. Inhale, half back. Exhale, forward fold. Circle sweep your arms up high to the sky, setting up for pyramid on the other side. Taking a slight step back. Our hips are facing the front of the mat here. Hands come to the waist, hinging at the hips with a flat back. Once you feel like you've had enough of a deep stretch here, you can drop those hands, framing out that front foot for our pyramid pose. breathing into the spaces of our body that might feel a little bit more tense here. Try to keep our hips level here. Hands can come to our waist with a flat back and an inhale will bring us back into our pyramid. Step to the front of the mat. Circle sweep your arms up. Exhale. Step down into a downward facing dog. From here, we're moving into a pigeon pose. So you can bring that right foot forward, allowing external rotation in the hips here. Find your length in the back before you decide to fold over that knee. You can bring your hands in front of you to rest your forehead. This is a great resting position at the end of our practice or before bed. A beautiful hip opener here. Once you're ready, frame out that front knee, shift your weight back into that three-legged dog, and let's move to the other side. On an inhale, brings your left leg up and that knee forward for this external rotation. Find your length here in the spine. Position your hips before you feel comfortable enough to round over that front knee and rest the forehead down. This is a beautiful restorative pose here. Breathing into the hips. With every exhale, focus on how you can soften the pose. Shift back into that three-legged dog, meeting me in downward facing dog. Let's now bring our legs into a seated position, dropping down to our knees, shifting our weight down onto our back, slowly coming into a supine here. From here, tuck our right knee into our chest, giving it a little hug, rolling through that right ankle. Spraying out that right arm, gaze will follow to the arm, and that knee will move over across the body for a supine twist. It's important here to know that your shoulders should both be on the ground. Once you've had enough, shift your weight back forward. One final hug with that knee. Bring it down to meet the left. Left knee moves up. Take a few ankle rolls here. Our left arm can now spray out to the side, and you can shift your weight into the supine twist. Our last few movements of our practice today. Once you've had enough, bring that left knee back into the chest for one final hug before we move into our final posture today, Shavasana. Allowing your body to memorize the poses that we just did. This is the most important pose that I will teach you in our practice today. Closing down the eyes, softening the muscles throughout the body, and allowing rest to take over. Thank you for joining us today for a sunrise yoga flow with Nutricost. I hope to be able to have you join again soon.